that it is new is that it is holy. It means now it is consecrated to God. Everything that God has in store for you, from yourself, the things that He has put in your hands, your family, your campus, the territory that He's sending you into, has an original version. Time and corruption has happened to all of them. The intentions are captured in Revelations 4:11. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory, honor, and power. For thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are. It means the original badge on everything that God created is what? Holy. Everything was consecrated to bring God pleasure. So when it is new, it brings God pleasure. It means if you're on a prayer journey and you find out that there's still an aspect of it that is not consecrated to God, it means that's not new. It can be an upgrade, but an upgrade is not new.
This is Burning Coals with Apostle Tuluagbola.
When God begins to establish the new, one of the qualifiers that helps you to establish that it is new is that it is holy. Are you with me? I've said to us that so if you want to see the new you will need to allow God to do away with your former, which is the tainted, the corrupted, the struggling you. And when He establishes, He takes you through a process of renewal. He extends the validity of your original existence. You'll find out that in the definitions for renewal, there's also the concept of replacement or repair. That should be the third definition. Replacement or repair. So he ensures that there is no sign that there was a damage, that there was derangement. It does away with all of those things. And then a new you is viewed. But so that you are sure that this is the new you, there are tokens or indexes by which you can know that this is new. That it is new is that it is holy. It means now it is consecrated to God. Everything that God has in store for you, from yourself, the things that He has put in your hands, your family, your campus, the territory that He's sending you into, has an original version. Time and corruption has happened to all of them. The intentions are captured in Revelations 4:11. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory, honor, and power. For thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are. It means the original badge on everything that God created is what? Holy. Everything was consecrated to bring God pleasure. So when it is new, it brings God pleasure. It means if you're on a prayer journey and you find out that there's still an aspect of it that is not consecrated to God, it means that's not new. It can be an upgrade, but an upgrade is not new. The new is a descendant. Because if you came from Him, the signs, the tokens of the one that you descended from will be there. It is not just holy. The new is descended from God. The new always has an original in heaven. That's what God is building. If you claim that you are new, that's why the new always has a model. And the model of the new is not earthy. Your best expression will be like the King of Glory in heaven, in heaven, in heaven. So every time God makes you new, what you begin to express as is like an exact download from heaven. You can continue your reading. But why am I going to all of that? Because I said to us that this is futuristic. However, because it is futuristic, it helps us to understand what was and what God is doing now. That will be new in the future. If God says new now, this same protocol is what will birth new and how new will be characterized. And if you look backwards, if there was any generation in which God emphasized new, if people came into it, what they came into was holy. If people came into it, what they came into was descended from heaven. If they came into it, there was a format that God renewed them from to establish them as new. If it was new, it was espoused unto God as a bride. The you in the future is not a creature of the future. The you in the future is a creature of the past. That's how God created you. You were not born a goat. I know. That evolution thing. Where it cuts off for me is that the Bible said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. Except you agree that the great one started his journey as a goat. And according to scriptures, if you claim that we started as goats, it means that the great one is still a goat. Why? Because I am the Lord, I change it not. Are you with me? So, you cannot trace our past to goat. You can't trace our past to chimpanzee. Or orangutan. No. That's not how we began. Are you with me? Let us make man in our image and after our likeness. Meanwhile, the things that they said that we evolved from are still around too. Some of them. And they are not evolving. I mean, you can trap an orangutan for 50 years. It will not... It will still be there. Are you getting my point? It will still be there. So, what you see as visions of the future that God has showed you, and I know you have quite some sights. If they are of God, they were not created in the future. That was you before you were born. We do not become in our journey. We grow into who we already are. Before I formed you, I knew you. Before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified you, and I ordained you a prophet unto the nations. So, even though he was born into a priestly family, he was created in God a prophet, and so he grew into a prophet. All of his encounters are to the end that he becomes a prophet. His mistakes, his accurate existence, the challenges, some of them are caused by the enemy. But the only set of things that God allows on the journey to destiny are the things that cannot derail destiny. Be comforted. I know you made mistakes. Because I made these mistakes, I will not arrive. If you stay your course, you will arrive. You know why? Before your journey was crafted, God saw your whole life. He's omniscient. So he made allowance. Some of you, maybe when you left secondary school, you just began to misbehave. You now came to Lautech. Somebody now trapped you inside this foundry. And there's something God is doing with your life. And you are still worried now that, the terrible things I've done. You are here as a sign that those things cannot impact your future.
This is Burning Coals with Apostle Tuluagbola.